Hello and welcome to my channel. It's catch up time. It's been ages since I've made you a video. What do we have? Well, you can just see this is a pile of bags I've been up to. There are 3 pictures down here to show you as well. So that's what I've been doing is sewing and crocheting and drawing like I do. Let me show you. I know I said no more bags, but hey, a girl likes her bags, what can I say? Not a lot really, is it? So, there's this one. This is like just scraps. I've just been finding stuff all over the place that I've done. And I thought, oh, I can use that. So I put a long strap on a rather big bit of jean. You know, like you do these quilts like this. You can do patchy quilts. Rag quilts, is it? Anyway, so this has got a popper on it. Metal one. But just a bit of old sewing again. Just found in the drawers. And inside is lined with my IKEA fluffy blankets. Because they're only £3 and they cover a lot of my bags. And I just like the feel of them being inside. Just getting into a mess here with it. Anyway, that's that one. Bit big. Holds a lot. It's even on the bottom, look. I'm not sure I like this. I think I'd prefer handles on it. Yeah, a couple of long handles on there. Because as I say, it's rather wide. You can put it on your hip, but then seeing that this is the dodgy shoulder and the dodgy back, putting a weight like this on here is not always a good idea for my back. It doesn't like it. I think I'll have to put little handles on it. So that's effort number 1. This was obviously, see all this? All down there, all up there, and on the handles. It was obviously a snippet roll I was going to do. And I'd done the background work, but just didn't go any further with it. Found it. Thought, oh, I'll go around a bag. That's what happened. Bag number 1. Bag number 2 has got some... Try and get the bits off of him. Smaller. Much smaller. 1 piece of material. Just folded up. And look, you'll be pleased with me. I'm actually getting across the bottom bits to make it, you know, the proper shape on the bottoms. Top is just, I did some blanket stitch around the top of the material and then did some just single crochet and half double crochet just to make a band and then carry on with the handles. Inside again, it's got my lovely fleecy, my IKEA blanket fleecy, and a couple of homemade doily things, pretties for the front. Quite plain for me. Nice. I did get everything from my handbag in it, but then it was kind of pulling these a bit much, and it was all open because there was rather a lot. So here's another one for the I've done piles. I'm not sure if you've seen the next one, so I really do apologise if you have. If you haven't, hexagons. But I kept the hexagon shape on the sides. I've not done the, you know, flatter out bit. But he's got hexagons that side. He's got hexagons that side. It was one big, like, oblong piece, and I did all the hexagons and put them on. He's actually lined with other material. I'll tell you what, I'll bring it out. I don't know if you can do an inside out bag, but I'll just bring it out so you can see it. There you go. 2 bags in one. If you wanted it a bit plainer, this side's got the pockets on, because obviously it's the inside of the bag. But more than happy if you went with that side. It's straight down the edges. because this was only the backing, you see, but folded over at the top, handles on. What I did was sewed wool around that bit, and I did actually add some glue, the heat gun, because they were sort of pulling on it and I didn't want them doing that. I quite like that. I surprise myself, don't I, when I make something. I quite like that one. I don't know if the other one's just a bit too fussy for me. I'll put him back out for you and you can decide. So that was the plain. This was the hexagon side. It depends where you're going, I suppose. If you were going to like a craft fair, you know, one of these textile fairs, you'd probably have it out that way, just to show off a bit. If you're just out and about daily, you might want it the plainer way. Whichever. It's a nice fluffy. I did put some wadding in this one. You can see because I've gone on the outsides there. So it's got the hexagons, then it's got the bit there, and then it's got the hexagons on there. So it's got some wadding in the middle. But when I did obviously the inside bit, that was just a big oblong, and that was how it went on there. Nice, comfy, cuddly, cuddly handbag. I can. Next. Well, then I found a big panel that I had done, and I wondered, what can I do with the big panel? Well, it's obvious then you make another bag. You can see the panel. This is how big it was. And he's lined, he's fleeced. And this top's actually a fleece that I've put on just to edge it off. I had to do some bits on the sides because somehow it wasn't big enough. I can't remember how. But anyway, they've got a bit more added to them. But he's got no handle. No handle. It could be a teapot cozy. Could be a hat. Or a big teapot cozy. That's one heck of a teapot, isn't it? But for me, it's the doing. Mess this bit up. It's the doing. It's not the end bit. I just like playing. And that sure was some playing. There's a bit of crazy quilting going on in there. See, it makes lovely teapot stand cover. Didn't even think of that. Could make a sewing machine cover if it was a bit bigger. But anyway, stop myself. But he's gorgeous. It's not been used for anything yet. Again, it's a very tactile bag. Then we change over to wool for a change. One ball of wool that I had in the stash. I'm just using up the stash. But I did buy a bottom that you put the studs on, and it's already got holes in it that you crochet into and then work your way up the bag. So I did that. I did line him. Now I've lined this one with the Star Wars material that was in the stash. My material, my drawings, but yes. I put a couple of bracelets on him. Like that. And he's got handles. Why is it a he when it's a lady's handbag? I don't know. But anyway, he's comfy and he's got, there is a bit of lining in there as well. There's a white lining in between the wool and the lining of the bag. Does he go inside? You're wanting me to turn him inside out, aren't you? You won't see your bottom as such if I went that way. But do you need to see the bottom? Okay, everything's upside down. But again, if you're at a crafty place, see, they'll sit wherever they want to sit. If you're at a crafty place, or you could be at a Star Wars convention, how about that? Take this bag along. You get some looks. Yes, some strange ones with poor old Yoda upside down. But it's because it's a line and it's not Didn't have to be up or down. But it's all on there. Just one of my many, many pieces of artwork that I've turned into material. Oops, he's now fallen out. Look, that's good, isn't it? I'll get there. Put the middle in, Lynn. Put the lining back in. Right. And we're back to our conventional handbag. Another nice one. But again, he doesn't shut. So once you've got everything inside, he just sits open. Yes, I could put a metal clasp in there. I could put a bit over this top, but he seemed a bit open for like hands to go in. I'm always have this thing. Oh, I'm gonna like a pickpocket, but a handbag pocket. Pickpocket, yes, they're gonna pick stuff out my handbag. Not that they would want anything that was in my handbags, because we've seen what's in my handbags. The last baggy one, at the moment, still got my crochet hook in it. It was another panel I'd found. Let's use the panel up. Quite a big one again. And I've done the stitch round. Blanket stitch. Whoa. I'm just coming up now. He will have, no doubt, the white handles again, just with this white cotton. But he's a good one. He's got actually a flat bottom, unlike Lynn, yes. And it already had a backing on it. So I didn't have to put a backing on that one. It was already there. So that's a work in progress one, because he just needs his handles doing. Keeps me busy, doesn't it? Keeps me occupied. I've got to keep the crochet hooks with the ongoing project, or I won't know what I'm using and to be able to put the right crochet hook again. That was the bags. Then we get on to the artwork. So, had a birthday recently. Had some lovely birthday cards. So, I thought, they look handy. I'm going to put them on an A3. See this? On the A3. Then I'm going to do with my compass. Let's just show you this compass. And do my circles, as I was going to do mandalas, but I didn't do mandala, I just did the circle bits. And then I did different lines around that. But they were off of birthday cards. Different. That was that one. Different. I don't believe you've seen this one. I've had to go back, aren't I? Because it's an A2. Sit back then. There we go. Finish that one off. He's a bit crazy. But then, I like my crazies. I keep threatening, but I must get some more material off of the latest drawings. All I do is I load it up and send it over to PinFab, yeah, and they'll print my pictures onto any sort of material I ask for, which means I can do all sorts with that and make bags and make clothes. I fancied, yeah, okay, she's off. I fancied a dress made of this, that sort of material, that sort of pattern. But just using this one and have it repeat, clearly, because that wouldn't be big enough. Have it repeat and make a dress out of it. Pretty crazy. Pretty original. And then, of course, it's a case of what one do you choose? Because then I did another one. And this was the latest one I've just finished. And again, to have a dress made out of that pattern, because it's not, I can't say patterns. For me, that's one picture, so that's a pattern. Okay, jury's out on that one. But it's just It amazes me. I don't know how I do these big ones, but I'm glad I do. I'm pretty pleased that I am able to do these because they keep me occupied for hours. First of all, you've got to draw it up. So I'll hand draw all my bits. My favourite pencils, which are, just in case you're slightly interested, Faber-Castell 900. No, 9000. Faber-Castell HB pencils. It's the only pencil I draw with. Love them. Once I've drawn it all, then I will ink it over. And these are the pens I use for that, which are the Pentel Finito extra fine porous point pen. Mouthful. Got a nice nib on them. You see that? I don't know if you can see that. So I'll do that. And then when that's all dry, I'll rub out if you can see any pencil marks that I've not quite gone over or changed it slightly. Then when I've done all that, I colour. And I end up with an A2 rather full, colourful, kooky, if you like, picture, which I fancy a dress out of. Watch this space for that. I think I'm caught up with you now. I've cut out some more jeans. Hubby says, oh, these jeans aren't any good. You want them? Oh, yes. It's now looking to be about 3 bags. Like I need more bags. It's just the fun. And he's given me a shirt. With the shirt, I'm going to take the sleeves off. I'm going to take the main bit of the collar off and just leave like the rim bit. And I should embroider all over it and use it as a waistcoat, but done on a shirt. I could never be bored, could I? Oh, and I made Roy at the allotment. I've dressed him another Action Man because he'd given one away. He's got a friend him and the friend have been doing up their scooters, Lambretta scooters. And for all the work, the chappie, his friend had said to him, oh, I do like your skinhead dolls. Roy doesn't like him being called dolls. Anyway. So he asked me first. He said, I'm thinking about giving the friend one of his dolls that I've dressed for him to say thank you for helping him with his bike. I said, you don't have to ask me. You know, they're yours. Once they're done, they're yours. You do with them like... He said, yes, I know, but you made them for me. Up to you, Roy. I'm going to give it away. He said, but the thing is if I give them away... I thought, here it comes. Could you do me another man in a suit? I will get him. Hold there. Hold everything. Hold your breath. I'm coming. Let's just show you Roy's next one. It's always strange, isn't it, to show you Roy's ones. There he is. You see? He has the sideboards. He has the suit. Yes. He has his boots on. This one actually had black hands, but Roy didn't seem to mind. He said, that's fine. He said it can be gloves when he's riding a bike. So, okay. He has his shirt and his little hankies. And I did him a couple of tattoos on his neck. And we have to put the fur on for his sideboards. Sideburns, whatever you want to call them. So, he will be going to Roy tomorrow to make up for the man that he gave away. But it was for a good cause, so that's fine. So, is he going to stand for us? No. He does stand. Just doesn't want to stand at the moment. Look, stand, silly man. Be here all day, can't we? Luckily, you're standing by a motorbike. I'll lay him down. It's fine. So that was that. Oh, I also made Roy a Casper twiddle for the allotment. So it's just a Casper sort of head, 2 eyes on it, a ruffle round the head bit, and then out of the head bit it had the twizzle bit. He was pleased with that. He liked that one. So I'm keeping busy. definitely. Having fun. Still trying to delete some of the photos on my big machine that it tripled when we changed machines. Don't go there. What else are we doing? As I said, we've got a shirt to do. We've got bags to do. I want to go back to writing poetry. I'm bashing you. I'm really sorry. I'll take my hands off the table. I haven't written poetry for ages, and I really did like my poetry writing. But it's a case of you've got to be in a really right frame of mind when things are rhyming and things just come to me. Yeah? Perhaps sitting at the allotment might help. Tomorrow, perhaps. We'll see if we can come up with anything tomorrow. But anyway, that's for tomorrow. It's always another day, isn't there? Always something to do. Definitely in this craft room. So I shall say, for now, do give us a thumbs up if you like the videos. I know they are not as frequent as they used to be, but they're still coming. I'll get there. And the ideas are still doing, and the bits are still doing. Just takes me longer to get to you, unfortunately. But then you get one bigger video that you can nod off to sleep to. I probably would watching it again. But there you go. Thumbs up. Do subscribe. You stay safe. You take care. And I shall see you on the next time. So you know what it is. Bye-bye for now.